Cash is king. Today I'm going to tell you how to give it all away. Well, for a good cause, of course, your own personal benefit. Welcome back to Investing for Parents. Now, I haven't gotten a chance to do a lot of these videos. So if you watch my previous videos, you like the content, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you post a like. Make sure you hit a comment. Make sure you do something, man. Do something. So, I haven't had time, I've been trying to buy my second house, a.k.a. my second rental property in a year. So it's 5 houses in 5 years. We'll see how that goes. But I wanted to make a video because a lot of people ask, how do you save for a down payment? How do you get a down payment besides just, saving bits here and bits there? So I was like, you know what? Let me just do that video. So I'm going to tell you how to save for a down payment parent style, or anyone's style really, but these videos are directed towards parents. So let's get right into it. Easy. Save the cash. Every month, you put away a section of your money for a down payment. That's about the simplest you can get. When I started out putting away $200 a month and took it for a year and took that money, and then that was my down payment. That's how I started. That's how you can start. Sometimes it's harder. I only had one little kid, baby at the time. Or actually, we didn't have the baby yet. We bought the house when he was born, so I didn't have any kids. So at the time, I could do that with my money. If you do have kids, it becomes harder. Maybe you save less. Maybe you only save 100, and then you go forward like that. See, the thing is, I started doing that to save a down payment, and I never stopped. It's a recurring payment that I just ignore, and it goes into a savings, and I let it continue every single time. So once you do it, you ignore it. You only touch it unless you're in jail or something and need that money. Otherwise, you leave it alone and you let it build up, and that's how you can save for a down payment. But that's easy. Everyone can do that. It's harder for some parents and certain people. Understandable. The next way, number 2 way you can do it is you can get money from people. You can get money from your parents, your friends, your whatever. Just take out a loan through them. In college, in order to pay for college, I borrowed money from friends of the family. Now, they loaned me the money, but the beauty of it was there was no interest. So even though they loaned me the money and then I paid them back every month and ended up paying it back after I left college, of course, but there was no interest to the money. So it was just, here is the money, you'll pay us back, no interest, pay us back as you go. I decided upon monthly payments to see if someone is willing to do that for you. Number 3 is, really, this is the best one, and this is the one I think everyone should use, and I wish I got more people to buy into this as it goes. A group of people, family members, should be their own bank, meaning you have kids. If you have kids and you're watching this, you get money back for your kids. Unless you're negligent on a lot of payments and they're taking your tax money, you get tax money for kids. Instead of using that tax money to go on vacation, or instead of planning to use that tax money for something else outside, just take that tax money and boom, that's your down payment. Because if you have 1, 2, 3 kids, you're getting back a decent amount of money. That, along with the money you would have saved already, you can use that money and use it as your down payment. I often say this is a way that I think multiple family members, multiple friends can each afford to get a down payment on a house. And I wish more people would buy into it because it works. If you sign a contract or you make an agreement between a bunch of friends, listen, this year, if you get $5,000 back, you get $7,000 back, you get $9,000 back. We're going to sign a 3-year agreement. Every year, one person gets that amount of money, regardless to what happens. So one person will get, let's say you had a collection of $18,000 between the 3 of you, 4 of you, whatever it is. You take that lump sum of money. Other people don't plan on doing anything with it. That's the mindset you have to get. You give it to person A. Person A buys a house. They're able to situate themselves. They're able to go. Next year, person B. And then next year, person C. I think it works best in 3s because it's not that far apart. And I think you should continue that well past buying a house. Continue that into doing a business together. Do the same system in which you get your tax money and you pool it. you be your own little bank, and you pool it and you lend it to the next person, and the next person lends it to you. Now, the problem is sometimes your taxes goes up and down, so it's harder to judge. But the point is to get a lump sum of money. So those are my 3 ways to saving for a down payment. I didn't list them as 3 ways, but I knew that's what I wanted to do. I wholeheartedly believe in number 3. Number 1 is easier. Number 1 is what you do by yourself, and you can put away any amount of money, knowing how long it is you want to take to buy a house. See, when I first bought my first house and I started doing $200 a month, I knew I wanted to buy a house within a year, because then I knew I was building my credit within that year. So that's one thing you got to do too, is build your credit, because I had no credit. I paid for everything with cash. I didn't take loans out like most people didn't to pay for college, because I got loans from family, friends, etc. So you got to time it and take out the money and see how much money you will have. Calculate it, seeing how much you put in away, and a 10-month span, how much will you have then? But I'm telling you, if you have friends and family, pool it. Get yourself a house quicker. Get yourself more of a down payment quicker. This has been Investing for Parents. I appreciate you guys joining me. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Make sure you tell me what you think. If you're in the process of buying a house, if you're in the process for saving for a house, let me know about it. I want to know about it. See you next time.